everyone. Just a very short video this time, sharing how I sometimes do a different kind of title on my sketches, and I'm going to do it in the smallest of the grey Clairefontaine mixed media paint on sketchbooks with my drawing on the cover. And this is the kind of lettering I'm going to show you. Very easy to do, and it just makes a little bit of difference between straight lines and ones with an edge on. So if we turn the book round like that, you should be able to see this really well. And we'll start with a Posca, Uni Posca with a broad nib, which was a lovely gift from a very special artist friend in Delaware after my workshop there last year. Here we go. Very broad, luscious, rather fruity line. And of all the Poscas I've ever owned, and there are a lot, I like this one the best. For some reason, not just the colour. Usually, actually, I prefer the Molitor one for alls because they flow better usually and they're brighter, but this one is ace. Now you can see as it's beginning to dry that the colour is draining out of it, it's fading. So you need a steady hand and just go over your first lines. It does make all the difference. And quite often I leave the titles just like this. And a coloured title can be a really useful asset in a sketch, because if you have a colour in the sketch and a space, you can do the title in that colour and it balances out beautifully. Now, I'm going to go around it with my Duke Confucius feud, and I want to do chunky, blocky serifs. They're fun, and they don't have to be dead straight, they don't have to be dead even. It really doesn't matter. They're interesting to do, and you can just play with them, and you can see what a difference that makes, what a difference it makes on the page. And if you have blocks of plain text on your page, this will balance it out nicely. Just gives a little more character. You see, that had a wobble on it, but do we care? It doesn't matter at all. And so did that. It's got the human touch. So don't be precious about making it perfect. Don't worry about the spacing too much. Try not to touch the colour if you can. But apart from that, just keep a steady hand and just keep going. I like to see this cluster of blocky serifs at the top and the bottom, almost like little soldiers in a line shuffling along. But that's me. You see, that is a bit close, but it really doesn't matter at all. There we go. Now, will do, this is one of my other favourite Poscas. The blue, it's a gorgeous blue. I'm going to do a taller letter this time. The trick with lettering is to keep a steady hand and pull the letters towards you. Now that doesn't look as if it needs a second going over. It's actually keeping its colour pretty well. That's fading a little bit. Hard to keep steady on such a long line. Yes. No, it's not so bad, isn't that one? I'll leave that one as it is. Now, for this one, I'll use a Prismacolor pen. Normal Prismacolor pen, 0.8. Now, it's a little bit wet, so I'm going to keep it blocky again, but closer. If you notice, I'm actually using this finger as a rester. It helps, I'm doing it again, it helps when there's a long stretch to follow. That's actually quite a bit further away from the letter than the other. And a bit wobbly. But it really doesn't matter at all. You see how it makes it stand out. If you look at my recent sketches, certainly during lockdown, there are one or two that have this kind of title. In fact, before then, it isn't just a recent thing. Probably this last couple of years, I think. There we are. That's it. And we've used a Prismacolor. A Posca turquoise, we've used a Posca blue, and I would also use, although I haven't drawn with this, oh, it's running out. Of all the white pens I have, I would get one that isn't working, but the white is lovely on the grey. Usually when you get one that's working well. And very quiet. Let's do some fat ones next to it. I, J, K, L, M, that's it. Enjoy.